Good, MP.
DJ.
He about to tear the roof off.
Association and the Phoenix Suns are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience.
A lot of sporty looks on the Phoenix players here in the Valley of the Sun. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here, but he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah, and MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, George is out there with Dub. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Klingon, and it's Sexton in at the 3 spot. Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against the Bulls. Barnes kicks to Payton. Pass to Richards. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Pacers. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And you know, right now for the Jazz, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Payton, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for your
That's good from Payton.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Payton. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals. in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Pass to Dunn. Now Beal. The three. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Terrific response by Beal. This demonstrates what a competitor he is.
Back to George for the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Last time they met was in Utah where they beat the Jazz.
Yeah, they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, they played a very smart and physical game, creating a lot of calls that often went their way.
Here's Markkanen after the Suns pick up two. Off target from outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Dub. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Payton with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Richards. Dunn with it. Barnes outside. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
George passes to Dub. There's the pick. Inside, Clingan. And it's Clingan with the jam.
Assisted by.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Payton surveying the floor. Pass to Beal. Barnes down low. Markkanen on him. 6 to shoot. Beal can't get it to go. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to Memphis.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
Drills the three-pointer.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Suns trail. By 3. They've got Isaiah Joe. Dunn is out there with Hayes. And it's Waters in at the two-guard spot. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Jazz.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Anytime you get a nice Nice look inside. It's a good possession.
Here's Joe. And the layup is good. Joe's got 9 points.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's Dub. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Martin's checked in for Dub. Here's Dub. It's good from long range. He's got 8.
Hey, everybody, that's execution off an inbounds play.
Suns trail by 4. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Utah has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. On the wing, Markkanen. And the 3 off target. Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. I see it. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Waters passes to Joe. From 10 feet out, got a piece of it. Here's Dub. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Here's Waters. Nothing on the board. Martin the pass to Joe. And here's Martin. It's blocked. Pass to Dub. Back to George. Lets it go from deep. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Sinks the triple. Markkanen's got the lead up to 7 now for Utah.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the 3-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
Look at Dub. The 3rd spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the 3-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the 3-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Joe. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his 2nd in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Pass to George. Here's Dub. 8 points for him. Outside, George. They set the pick. A 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
Joe passes to Martin. Suns moving the ball around. Back to Joe. And right away. They match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Joe's got 18 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now, here's George. He's got 9. Markkanen can't get it to go.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Now just a 1-point Jazz lead.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Pass to Klingon. It's rebounded by Hayes. Suns have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
And they're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Here's Joe. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. Here's Dub. Here's George. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Here's Payton. 6 points for him. Rebounded by the Jazz.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Sexton for 3. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Suns trail by 3. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Payton passes to Beal. Out to Payton. Back to Beal. Fires the 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Markkanen passes to Dub. From the arc. The rebound by Richard. Richard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
And Dub gets it to go. Dub's got 5 points now this quarter. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 5-point game. After this game, they can look forward to LA, where they'll match up against the Clippers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Dub in that last game against the Bulls was tremendous. He scored 21 points, and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Now here's Beal after the miss from Dub. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So and that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Suns lead by 1. Step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
These first-year guys, very impressive so far. Now it is, who can sustain this level of play?
And the key is to follow your routine. Strength, conditioning, I'm not going to say diet because I'm not on a diet, but all the things you weren't thinking about when you were in school.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Suns leading, so on the floor for Utah. They've got Klingon. Colin Sexton is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Dub in at the point.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Puts up a three. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Phoenix has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Now, here's Dunn. Guarded close. And he's able to get it back. Count it. Dunn's got it all tied up now for Phoenix. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 13.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Back to Payton. There's Beal with the 3. A rebound by the Jazz.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
The Jazz working the ball around now. They get a hand on it. 6 on the shot clock. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Utah trailing here. Outside, George. And cans it from downtown. 16 points for him.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
On the wing, George. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Dunn with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Tries again. Dunn misses.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Dub. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Dub's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Utah. Outside, Beal. Barnes kicks to Dunn. Outside, Beal. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. Nobody near Barnes. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
One-on-one here. And the Jazz, another 3.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Dub really making a difference here.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
Barnes against Markkanen. Barnes passes to Richards. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Richards got 8.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Sexton has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Payton. Shoots over Markkanen. Markkanen with the block.
And blocking shots mostly about will and desire. Markkanen showing he has it on that one.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
George against Beal. Yep, it counts. Beal's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And this is what separates a player like Beal. The ability to create his own with regularity.
Here's Dub, defended by Payton. And it's Clingan with the jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now Richards. 8 points for him. Pass to Payton. Rocket 6. Payton can't get that one to fall.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Here's Dub. Outside for Sexton. Drops in the tray. And now a 6-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Payton. And he lays it straight in. Payton's got 4 this quarter.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Pass to Dub. And there's the drive. Clingan the screen for George. Offline with his 3. Suns have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Beal with the bucket.
Total trust in his mechanics. Beal instantly takes the shot.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Teams changing it up here. Utah leading. Here's Dub. Wide open look here for Clingan. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Klingan's got 11.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Joe passes to Richards. Now here's Barnes. There's the pick. Back to Joe. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Utah leading by 3. Here's Dub. A 3-pointer is right on target. Dub's got 14 points now in the second half.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
The Suns making a change here. Martin's checked in.
Number 17.
Joe with it. He's got 21. Barnes looking around. Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Outstanding floor awareness from Barnes, knowing precisely when to move that rock.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. Takes a three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Joe's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Martin. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 2-point Jazz lead. Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Martin. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. For the tie. Here's Joe for the lead. And Klingon pulls it down. Here's Clarkson. Rebound by the Suns. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Here's Waters. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 7th assist in the game. And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Joe. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Suns have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. They've got Martin. Isaiah Joe is out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Waters in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And that 4th foul. Foul guys might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Pass to Waters. Here's the screen. Here's Iguodaro. Here's Waters. He's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. Waters can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 5. Dub the pass to Williams. Basket good. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Now, Joe. Pass to Martin. To the inside. Here's Iguodaro.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
It's George on the wing. Off target with his 3. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Bounce pass, Joe. He's in the post. Buries it down low. Now just a 3-point Jazz lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Outside, Martin. It's Joe on the wing. Pass to Iguodaro. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Out to the right wing. Here's Tubb. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Joe can't get it to go. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Here's Dub, covered by Joe. Pass to Dub. And here's George for 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Williams. That's tipped. Knocks it loose. Here's Dub. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dub's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Klingon, he's checked in for Utah. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Dub. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Outside, George. Here's Dub. Pass to Sexton. And the 3-ball is good. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Here's Richards. Done outside. The 3 from Barnes. Utah with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Dub. Markkanen with it. The Jazz working the ball around now.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Back to Barnes. Done outside. Phoenix no good that time either. Utah leading by 3. Here's Dub. They set the screen. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's Dub, covered by Payton. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Dub. Good. Nothing but net. Dub's got 31.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Now, here's Payton. Lots of room. Utah with the rebound. Klingon's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Here's Dub. He's covered by Beal. Dub, no good. Suns trail by 5. And here is Dunn. Barnes outside. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. The Jazz shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Dub, the pass to Markkanen. And here's Sexton. Here's Dub, beyond the arc. And Lauri Markkanen with the 3.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is from that range. Have to run him off the line.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
2 minutes.
With the teardrop, and the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Beal.
Powering through contact. Beal with the strong finish.
Here's Tubb. And a miss there on the triple. And so Payton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Klingon. Over Payton. Klingon's shot is off. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
Let him know, Beal. That is a huge shot.
Shoots it. The Jazz with another miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Payton. Here's Dunn. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And now just a 1-point Utah lead.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Dubb, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Dubb, covered by Payton. Pass to Klingon. It's taken away by Payton. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Beal. Yes! And the foul. Keontae George picked one up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver. See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
To halt the run. Done with it. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's off as well, so he misses both.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
Nails the triple.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. But given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it. He's been doing it for a while now. Beal is the guy.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
They could win it. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. So
Way to bring the effort tonight.